Let me just have a quick shot of vodka before we start.
Okay.
Shots.
Welcome to Travel Weekly TV, where we go behind the scenes speaking to the industry's heavyweights. I'm Hoda from Travel Weekly, and this is Dennis from Bunnik Tours.
I'm delighted to be known as an industry heavyweight.
You are! Dennis,
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Dennis, I want to start with your earliest travel memory.
I think the earliest memory I've got, and this is what really ignited the passion for travel in the whole family, is when I was 5, we were living in Holland. My parents sold up everything, bought a van, and just travelled through Europe for about 5 or 6 months until the money ran out. Sasha, my brother, turned 1 on that trip. My sister was 3. I turned 6, and just got these amazing memories of us van lifing it through Europe.
Tell me a little bit more about that, because obviously Bunnik Tours is a family-owned and operated business still to this day. Tell me how that love of travel first started.
Yeah, well, Mum's always been in the industry, and so we've always travelled a lot. We've had a love of travel. She worked for airlines, travel agencies, the After Travel College in Adelaide when that was still a thing. And at one stage she said, I want to open my own agency. I had been living in London, working in the industry there, came back and said, I'll join you. My brother just finishing his studies. He joined us, and on the 15th of March in 1995, we opened the doors to what was Bunnik Travel, which eventually morphed into Bunnik Tours. That date, the 15th of March, is important because exactly 25 years later is the day that ScoMo shut the borders for COVID. And so that was our 25th birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, so now about coming up to 29 years ago.
Wow, that's fantastic. And so that obviously ignited the love of travel. Can you tell me, what is your favourite travel memory?
There are just so many. You know, when I think about travelling with clients on tours, probably the most powerful experience I've had is at Iguazu Falls in South America. We stay on the Brazilian side at Das Cataratas Hotel. It's a Belmont property and it's stunning, but it's the only one inside the national park. And we stay there for a reason, and that is because when the park is closed, you've got the falls to yourself. So wake up early in the morning, and with a few clients, there was 3 of us. We walked over to the falls, and they were in flood, and you're literally this far away from millions of gallons of water coming down, the energy coming off that water, and to see it without the crowds is just phenomenal. And then there's, family experiences, seeing gorillas in Rwanda, and I suppose one of the coolest things I've ever done is through my YouTube channel doing behind the scenes filming at Qatar Airways, where I got to see how they turn around a 777. Looking at who does the dishes, how do they clean the blankets,
Fantastic.
all of that stuff. And that stuff I'd never have been able to do if I wasn't in the industry.
Tell me something that the travel industry might not know about Bunnik Tours.
So we've been known for our complete packages, so longer tours with airfares included, which is really convenient from a booking perspective and also from a client perspective. We take care of everything, the ticketing time limits, schedule changes, the whole works. But doing an 8-day tour or a 10-day tour of Sicily or Portugal doesn't make any sense to have airfares included. So we've now just really ramped up our collection of shorter tours. They're designed to be part of an itinerary. So if you're doing a European river cruise or a Mediterranean cruise, or you're seeing family, and you just want to do a tour of a portion of Europe, you can now do that with Bunnik Tours as well. So that's expanding. Every day we're releasing new tours, shorter tours.
And have you seen a particular trend recently take off with Bunnik Tours, or a particular destination that's really boomed in the last 2 or 3 years?
For us, it's really, small group travel has boomed. And it's the bucket list destinations, as well as the old favourites. Europe is really taking off. South America's been a little bit slower to come back, but tours like Namibia, Botswana are doing really well. Japan obviously is booming, but it's actually really nice that we were a little bit ahead of the game. It turns out that we were social distancing before it became trendy. For many years, our big selling feature has always been we have a maximum group size of 20, but we use a full-size coach. So, that really nice feeling you get when you get on a plane, the door closes, there's an empty seat next to you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's what we have every day on tour.
Dennis, what's something Bunnik Tours does that makes you extra passionate to still be working in the travel industry today?
I think for us it comes down to, and for me, the close connection we have with what happens in head office and what happens on the road. For a lot of large organisations, it takes a lot to move the ship, to turn the ship. I still do the tour guide training, as does my brother. So recently the earthquake in Morocco, terrible situation. But I'm Facebook friends and connected with our tour directors, so we could see straight away through our systems where the groups were, reached out to them, said, asked whether the group was okay, whether they were okay. They were up in Fez, so far away. Rad, the tour director, sent me a photo. 2 days later, I'm in a travel agency in Melbourne, and the manager says, "Oh, I've just got to ask about Morocco because we've got 2 people on tour with you at the moment." I said, "They'd be in this picture, wouldn't they?"
Oh, that's so lovely.
So and what that means, because there's such a close connections, means that all of our tour directors have the ability to have direct input into what the tours look like as are on the. So every tour that we have, like Jewels of Dalmatia, we've been selling that one for 20 years. But every year it changes and evolves because a tour is a living, a breathing thing that needs to change as customers change, as the destinations change. Having that really close connection helps reignite the passion for us on a daily basis. But it's what I really love about Bunnik Tours.
I love that you're still very active in the travel industry. You're still so passionate about the industry, not only from Bunnik Tours, but you're really passionate about the greater good of the travel industry. So I absolutely think that passion comes through, truly.
Thank you. Yeah, look, we saw it during COVID. This is an industry that gets under your skin. It's an industry worth fighting for. And we've got the different sectors. We've got the tour, the land, and the wholesaler side. You've got cruising, you've got travel agents and the airlines. But in essence, we're all in this together. And it is such a fantastic experience. We start all of our all-company meetings at work with, where are our clients right now? Because we all do get caught up with that day-to-day, grind in the office. And remember, we're making travel dreams come true. It's the best job in the world.
It is.
And it's great to know that today, right now, there are clients walking through the Seek, seeing the Treasury at Petra for the first time and having that wow moment. How cool is that?
That is really cool. So Dennis, where can the travel trade find out more information?
Well, from Bunnik Tours' perspective, it's bunniktours.com.au. Everything's there. The Agent Hub has got lots of really good information, allow you to create your own flyers and selling tools. We've got our trade sales team on the road as well. Use and abuse them, as I always say. If you've got any questions, come and email me, contact me. My YouTube channel, Dennis Bunnik Travels, and more importantly, my brother's YouTube channel, The Part-Time Tourist. Check that out as well.
Thank you, Dennis, for joining us at Travel Weekly TV, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.